Let's get real for a second. Most trading mentors won't ask you this question, but I will. So, should you even be trading right now? See, this has nothing to do with how smart you are or whether or not you're capable to trade. I believe almost anyone can learn how to trade when they've got the right support, a simple strategy, and the right mindset. Because I've seen it happen way too many times, so I know it can be done. But here's what people don't talk about enough. Success in trading isn't about how well you read charts or manage risk. It is about timing. It's about the season you're in your life and whether or not it actually supports the process of learning how to trade. That is why this video matters. It's not about hyping you up. Make $1,000 tomorrow or anything like that. I want you to pause and check in with yourself and know that if trading is really the thing that you should be focused on right now, does it vibe with your schedule? So stick with me because by the end of this video, you're going to have clarity, no confusion, no hype, just a grounded answer that you can actually feel good about. One of the biggest surprises I see with new traders is that the answer to this question isn't always what they expect. And I'll explain why in just a little bit. Now, I know this might seem a little unusual coming from me, especially because I run a trading community. I mentor traders, and you probably expect for me to say, yes, of course, you should start today. But here's the truth that I've learned after working with dozens of people and even thousands more here on YouTube showing up every single week. The people who succeed long term are the ones who start trading in the right season of life, not the ones who jump in because they feel pressured or bored. So a lot of programs push urgency. Don't miss this chance. Sign up now before the price goes up. Start trading today or you'll get left behind. And I know that in some of my marketing, I talked about that as well. But I mostly put that for people who are ready to go. And I'd rather see you succeed sustainably than jump in unprepared and burned out. You deserve to start this journey with open eyes. That means asking, what does trading really involve? Do I have the time and energy for it? And am I willing to stay consistent even when it's not exciting? So by the end of this video, I'm going to give you practical ways to check your own personal season. And I'll share some real life examples, the exact questions that I ask my students, and signs that tell you whether or not right now is the time for you. And if it's not, that's okay too, because either way, you'll walk away with confidence in your next move. And also, later in this video, I'll even reveal 2 stories from my students that show you exactly how timing can make or break your success in trading. So let's start with something most people don't want to hear. Sometimes waiting is the best move you can actually make. Here are a few times when pressing the pause button actually sets you up for more progress later. If your finances feel fragile and you're stressing out about every single dollar, you're juggling bills, there's past due notices, and adding that pressure of trading could feel like you're trying to run with a backpack full of bricks. It's not that you can't learn, it's just that the pressure makes it 10 times harder, and no need to do that to yourself. If your calendar is jam-packed with a whole bunch of things, you're already stretched thin with work, family, maybe a caregiver, maybe even recovery, and the thought of carving out time to consistently study may not be the added stress that you need. And trading, at least at first, definitely needs consistency. If your energy is low, life happens. Maybe you're coming out of a tough season, or maybe you're just mentally drained. Trading involves wins, but it also involves setbacks. And if you don't have the energy to bounce back, even small losses can feel very overwhelming. And if you're just chasing fast results, some people start because they're bored or they want a quick fix to some current problem. But once the reality sets in that this is a skill and not a lottery ticket, they begin to lose direction. None of these situations mean that you're not capable. It just means that right now might not be the right season for you. So pressing pause isn't a failure, it's being strategic. And it also gives you the space to come back stronger and even more prepared. And what I'm about to share with you next might be a surprise, because some of the signs that tell you that it's the right time to trade and it's not what most people think. So now, if you're listening to this and thinking, actually, do I feel ready right now? That's exactly why I created my membership, the Profitable Traders Academy, because inside you'll get one proven system to focus on, weekly coaching, so that way you don't stay stuck, and a community that actually grows with you. The link is below whenever you're ready, but don't click off just yet. In the next few minutes, I'm going to break down the exact signs that tell you if trading really fits into your life right now. And this part is huge, and it might confirm what you may already be thinking, or it may save you a whole bunch of time from jumping in too early. Now, let's go ahead and flip it. What does it look like when trading does make sense for your life? Here are 6 signs that show you whether or not you're in the right season for trading. So number 1, you enjoy learning, not just watching videos, but actually practicing, journaling, and improving your trading skills. Second, you value structure, or at least you're open to building some sort of routine that keeps you consistent. Number 3, you've been craving growth, a challenge that feels exciting and not rushed. Number 4, maybe you work full time, but not trying to quit your job tomorrow. You just want to be able to create more financial options over time. And next, maybe you're approaching retirement and you would love a skill that keeps you flexible and independent. And last, maybe you just want a better relationship with money, not just earning it, but managing it with a strategy and intention. And if you're nodding along to any of these, this could be your moment right now. Because when you enter trading from a place of curiosity and commitment instead of pressure, that is where real growth happens. And in a minute, I'm going to share with you 3 simple questions that you could ask yourself to make this even more clear. These are questions that I share with every single student before they ever place a trade. Now, let's make this super practical. Here are the 3 questions that I give to anyone considering my mentorship. Question number 1. Can you carve out at least 30 minutes per day or a few hours on the weekends to actually learn and practice? This isn't about spending all day on the charts. It's about consistency, because even really small chunks of focused time compounds over weeks and months if you put in the work. Question number 2, are you willing to stick with one system long enough to actually master it? Because the truth is, most people fail not because they can't trade, but because they hop from one strategy to the next, and then hoping that something else is going to be the holy grail. Mastery comes from depth, not from speed. Question number 3, do you genuinely want more clarity and control in your financial life? Not just chasing quick money or promises of getting rich quick, but really building a skill where you actually own it. Nobody can take it away from you. And if you answered yes to any of these questions, or most of them were yeses, basically that is a strong sign for you to get ready and start today. And if you didn't identify with any of these, that's cool too, because now you have clarity. Either way you win, because now you're making decisions from truth and not just impulse. And in a moment, I'm going to show you exactly how this plays out in real life with 2 powerful stories from my students and why their timing made all the difference. I've seen this play out over and over again with my students. And one woman spent months just preparing, watching a bunch of videos, clearing space in her schedule, and getting her head in the right space. By the time she joined the Profitable Traders Academy, she was laser focused, she didn't have to rush through anything, and she stayed consistent. And her growth was steady. And this was all because her life actually supported her decision to join the program. And you can find our interview actually in the description box below and here on this channel, because we had a conversation before and you can see all the amazing things she has accomplished inside of the Profitable Traders Academy. And one of the other things that I've noticed, and I've seen this happen with several of my members, is that sometimes life just gets in the way, things happen, and they start off strong because they genuinely want to learn and they make progress. But then something in life happens or something comes up, and instead of just pushing through, burning out, they make the really wise decision to pause. They handle what needs their attention, and then they come back months later when things are settled. And here is the best part. When they return, they're not starting from scratch. Now they're sharper, they're more focused, and they're ready to learn even more than before. That pause didn't set them back. It set them up for a breakthrough inside of their trading. And for me, honestly, that is one of the reasons why my membership gives you a full year of access, because I know that life happens. And sometimes you just need to step away, and I want you to have the space to come back and still get the full value without all the added pressure of things happening around you. The pattern I've seen is clear. When you start from a grounded place, progress starts to feel sustainable. And when you rush, you usually circle back anyway. But you have more scars than necessary, and that is why in the final part of this video, I'm going to give you the exact mindset you need to have when you make the decision to learn with confidence and clarity, no matter where you're starting from. So let's bring this home. Maybe you're realizing that trading does fit into your next chapter. You feel calm, you feel excited, you feel ready to go. Or maybe you're realizing that this isn't the right season for you right now, and you're choosing to focus on other priorities first. Whatever you decide, that's totally cool, because either way, it's a win for you. Because when you're making the decision with awareness and not having all this pressure around you, you have the power to grow into trading with grace. And you can step in when it makes sense for your life, your energy, and your schedule, and also your mindset. So take a breath. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be right now. So, if you felt a yes at any point during this video, if you want to learn, commit, and build the skill with support, that is exactly why I created my membership. And inside, you'll get one proven trading system that you can study and practice at your own pace. You'll also get live coaching to get your questions answered and avoid very costly mistakes. You'll also have a private community where every member is learning and growing together. And then you'll also have ongoing support, so that way you never feel alone in the process. There is space for you here exactly as you are. So go ahead and click the link below and join when you're ready and start building something very sustainable for your life and for your family. If you've made it to the end of this video, this tells me that you are ready to take your growth seriously. You showed up, you were curious, and you stayed open, and you also honored your season of life. This already tells me everything that I need to know about you. When the timing is right, you will be ready. Stay connected to that wisdom that you have. Keep making choices that serve your energy and your goals. And when trading becomes the next step, you'll absolutely know it with full confidence. If you found this video helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and also don't miss the next one, because currently I post 3 times per week. That's Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. So that way you'll have very fresh content to learn from. And if you want to keep going right now, check out the videos here on the screen, and it'll walk you through my latest chart markups and all of my trading lessons. I'll see you in the next video.